What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a Midwest family. We're doing truck stuff today. If you watched the last video, which we haven't been doing a lot of videos lately, but during that we had an Arctic blast type thing come through. Oh, when was that? First part of January. I think it was like the first week, and we had like 5 days or something like that with negative 50-degree wind chills, and somewhere around there. And the truck wouldn't start. You'd go to start it, and it would just have a single click. Through some looking around and such, found the starter to be apparently going out. So I got a new starter. Got one from Napa. It's a Reman one, which I'm not a fan of, but this starter here was like $180. A brand new one was like $230. Their brand. So now this one was like $220, and then you bring them the old starter for the cord charge, and they'll reimburse you $40. Or you take the starter off, take it with you, and then they give you the $40 back right away. But we're going to swap the starter out today. I got some tools. I've done it on this truck like 4 years ago. You don't have to take the front tire off, but it does make it easier. I'm not going to do that today, since it's kind of stuck where it's at. And I don't want to mess with jack stands and all that in the gravel. So we're going to disconnect the battery, and then we're going to crawl under there and try not to get some rust in our eyes. So it's going to be a busy day today. We got this and a couple other projects we're going to try to do. I think so, yeah. Try to get back in the groove of doing some content for everybody. There she be. I know it's not the battery, because the battery, I could put a new battery in it. I think it was in June, so it's not. The battery's not very old. There is some corrosion on there, so we'll have to clean that. Alright. So underneath here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it right, but so there's the starter behind the exhaust. There's 3 bolts that hold it to the bell housing. And then you got your power wire and like the ground wire. It grounds to the bell housing. But I'll try to get a decent view for you. So yeah, I think I'll need a 13, a 10. I'll have to crawl out a couple times, I bet, but that's okay. So I'll get you set up and we'll get going. Let's go. Alright, so we're underneath. There's the starter. There's where it bolts to the housing. So you got this ground strap here. We'll have to take that off. You can get to these 2 bolts pretty easy. This one and that one right there. But that third one is a real beezer to get to. So, yeah. And then the power wire is that big one right there that goes up to that stud. So we'll have to take that off and take this off, get the wires out of the way, and then we'll work on getting the 3 bolts out. So rock on. Alright, I think you can see, hopefully you can. We're going to take this grounding strap off first. Whole thing's turning. Okay. I'm gonna have to grab a wrench to hold that bottom stud. Alright, well, found a skinny 1/2-inch wrench. That should fit in there. And hold that. Oh, butternuts. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. All right. So I got this little wire off. That's a 10mm on a small post. And then I'm working on the power line, or the power cable right here. And that's a 14mm. And then once we get these out of the way, we'll work on the 3 bolts that hold the starter to the bell housing. And then we'll be halfway there, kind of. We're gonna leave this bolt, where is it? That one. We're gonna leave that one in until we get the other 2 bolts out. So we're getting there, but hang in. We'll check in in a minute. All right, so we're working on that middle bolt, which is easier to get to. You can see my socket right there. It's a 13mm swivel, and then it's on a 2-foot. It's like a 2-foot extension piece, and I mean, I don't remember where I got the extension, but you know, if you took the tire off, you could probably get in there a whole lot easier. But we're gonna get that one off, and then I'll try to show you the 3rd one. I don't know if I will be able to, but I'll try to show you. Just a minute. All right, you can kind of see it there. Maybe if it'll focus. Oh, come on. So right there, that middle one we took out was right there. With my finger there, so you can see that. So that top one there, right there, that's a real pain in the butt to get to. And then you can get to the bottom one pretty easily. So I can't really show you that, but I'm going to use the same long extension and that swivel to get in there. You might be able to get back in here and then get back there, but I just did these exhaust manifolds and they already look like junk. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna get that one out, and then we'll get the bottom one out, and then I'll never mind my hair, but I'll try to show you that when we get there, so stick around. All right, so we're back underneath. We got that one stud that we got left that's holding it in. We're gonna try to get you situated here. Hopefully you can see what we're doing here. Hopefully you can see. But we're just gonna get this stud taken out here. That like 2-foot extension with the swivel socket worked great for that bolt on the tops of the starter. You just can't see it, so it's kind of a blind hole, or it's just a bad spot. So there's the stud. So the starter should come out now. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, oh man. All right. All right. I was wearing glasses. But there she be. I don't know what happened, but this thing was loose. This was turning a little bit on the solenoid here. But I don't know. They just don't make stuff like they used to. Ugh. There's the new one. There's the old one. They look the same. So alright. Well, I'm gonna go through the cables and stuff down there, and I'm gonna hit them with a brush, clean them up, then we'll put it back in. So we'll see you in a minute, or several minutes. Stick around. Alright, so we got the new starter in. I didn't really show you that because it's the same thing but in reverse. I did clean the connections on the wires. I used some dielectrical grease on those fittings. I kind of ran out. I did clean the battery terminal here. I cleaned that. So we're going to connect that and see if she starts. The positive post looks clean, so I'll have to get some post stuff and get this coated up so it doesn't do that again. So, all right. Lights on. The car seat's just sitting here. The kids do not sit in the front, so that's clear. Ooh, look at that. Like a champ. Alright.
Running like a champ now, Dad. Wow, that little shiny piece, is that it?
Yeah, it's the shiny piece way back there.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, since this hasn't ran in a while, I'm gonna let it run for a bit, I guess. Let it idle, and then yeah, so I gotta do something with the fuel tank still and the front brakes again, but I think we're gonna end this video with that. We appreciate you guys sticking around watching. We hope you stick around for the next one. And we'll see you next time. Stay safe.